Firstly, I was very, very lucky to be able to participate in this event, and then, you know, very lucky to convince Stuart, let's actually do it, and then let's make it Halloween, and then just, but most importantly, it was just so nice to have so many close friends and family around, and it doesn't happen that often, and so thank you all, and thank you so much for a wonderful performance again. Thanks, guys.
I've sort of I went away and I didn't write it until Tuesday or Wednesday, so it was because I knew kids were present, so I didn't want to walk in and bombast with a piece of slam poetry or whatever. It was a story that's close to my heart. I love tales. I love stories. And it stems. Are the books drunk? They've had too much champagne. And all you need for great theatre, I think, all you need for great theatre is a body, an actor, and maybe a little bit of slap, and a great audience. You were a brilliant audience tonight, guys. I'm absolutely indebted to you. Thank you for giving me so much, sharing so much about yourself, because that was so important to me. And thank you for taking us to a Starbucks in your office, 2 caramel macchiatos later. We're like, yes, brilliant, this is great, it's good. I'm going to go and write stuff. So I'm hoping that I've entertained you for as long as I could, and for the 20 minutes. I think we're timed at 20 minutes, and thank you. That's all I've got for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Fox. Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm going to shut this door actually, give it a bit more privacy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you, without further ado, the Rose! Oh. This isn't a rose. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the Rose! Oh. Hang on a minute, could we just... guys, I'm really, really sorry. If you wouldn't mind, could you just sort of talk amongst yourselves whilst I just go and get my breath? Unless... Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, without any further ado, will you just get on with it, please? Hello, Rose. Hi there. It's been 2 minutes, and you've only got 20 minutes, so I'd get on with this if I were you. The auction. Now, the first rule of good salesmanship is that you should always know the names of these suckers, customers, before we begin. So on a count of 3, I want you all to shout out your names as loud as you can, so as I can get to know you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right, so you're all called, yes, then still, you're a lovely bunch, aren't they? They're a lovely bunch, aren't they? The auction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one, the only, will you just get on with it, please? I'm Rose, alright, a Rose, and I really am as beautiful as they say. I sing, I act, I dance, and I play tambourine to grade 8 standard. Well, don't say that on your CV. It does say, well, it says acting on yours, my dear, and that's yet to materialise. It's your line next. Oh, now, given all the information that we know about this beautiful, beautiful Rose, what would you give me for this creature? You, madam, that's right, you, the woman looking scared and her arms folded. What would you give me for this creature?
I'll give you a rose.
You will give me a rose for a rose. Now, I don't think you're getting how this works, are you? It's a small, beautiful creature with gorgeous petals. Thank you. And lovely thorns, too kind. And tambourine to grade 6, 8 standard. Let's start the bid now. Rose isn't too bad, but let's start the bidding at 4. Who will give me 4 for this creature? 4? Where'd you come from? Well, I've been watching the show. Really? Yes. Carry on. Oh, 4. You will give me 4. Any advance on 4? Who put your hands up? Who will give me 5 for this creature? You will give me 5. I'll take that. Who will give me 6? 6. You will give me 6, and you bounce on a 6. 7, you will give me 7, that's a moon, and you put your eyes up, just air your armpits, doesn't matter, it's really hot in here. Who will give me 6 for this creature? 6, 7, 8. I don't think you're getting how this works. No, I don't think you're getting how this works, love. You can make a package. Sold! To the lovely boy over here. How old are you? I'm 6 years old. Sold to the lovely boy over here for £8,000. Give him a round of applause, please. A big round of applause. But I haven't got £11,000. Or 8 for that matter. Well, what have you got then? Well, I've got this chicken sandwich. Ooh, with pickle. Ooh, sold. I'm going to enjoy my chicken sandwich. That's right. Men and foxes, they are so weak. Sold for a round of chicken sandwiches. And not even a goodbye. Hi. Hi. What do we do now? I don't know. Why are we whispering? I don't know. Maybe we're telling a secret. Come, take my petal. Shall I sing you a song? Well, I don't like songs. Shall I do you a dance? Well, I don't like dancing, and you've just got a stalk. Yes, but it is a very supple stalk. There's kids here. Sorry. But what do you like then? Well, I like stories. Let me tell you about the time I was nearly hung by my flying harness. It was Bristol Hippodrome 2001. No, not those sorts of stories. I mean, real stories with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like a ghost story. Well, yes. Do you know any? No. But I'll have a go. This story takes place in the capital of Lithuania, Vilnius. When I was 5 years old, my grandmother died. After her death, I started being terribly afraid of the dark. Sometimes my dog looked as if they were turning their heads when they looked at me. That was always when I went to bed. If I looked at the curtains, they would be moving, although we had new windows, which would lock and would not let any of the draft in. Once, when I was sleeping, I felt something grab my toe and pull it. I quickly held my leg under the covers and then nothing happened. I used to have these dreams that I was standing on chairs that I had in my room, and I would jump off them, but I wouldn't just drop on the floor, no. I would keep falling and having the butterfly in my belly feeling. I would usually wake up around 6 or 7 in order to get my mum to make me breakfast. In the summer of 2009, I was visiting Lithuania, and yes, my grandma and cousin used to live there. Me and my cousin were watching a few horror movies when we realised we should go to bed. I turned on the lights, and they started flickering for about 5.5 seconds. I obviously freaked out. And watching those movies is normal. Now, when I was around 12 years old, I moved to the UK. My sister was already there, so I lived with her and my mum and our new cat. We had this really nice neighbour who would always wait for me after school to make sure I'm safe. My mother told me this. The neighbour greeted my mum with a friendly hug and said, "Something is wrong with the house." He said late at night, he was awoken by very loud bangs on the door. He quickly rushed to open it. But when he did, nobody was there. Now, some of you might be thinking this could have been a prank call, but let me tell you this, no one in our house can make any prank calls simply because anyone who moves will be heard by the floorboards. He said he believes it might have been a ghost. After that, after me and my sister heard it, we both, again, freaked out. But my mum said not to worry, because the ghost only haunts the 2nd floor. However, as I turned to go, I saw an inscription on the side of the door. It read this: Ash Jushu Deshilga Ash Malyo Tave Labanakt Labanakt, which means I miss you, I love you, good night. Which was what my grandmother used to say to me every time she left the room. That was amazing. That was scary. No, not really. But it had a beginning, a middle and an end. Which is kind of where we are now. Well, where do you think we are? The middle, dear. How will we know when it's the end? We don't know. Thank you. I like to think I have some talent, but you do. I mean, you sing, you dance, you act, so I say. But isn't that the truth? Not exactly. Well, why would you lie? It's complicated. But how complicated? I mean, we've got time. I've nowhere to go and no one to meet. I came here to find a friend and I'm not leaving till I do. But darling, I am your friend. Well, not really. I mean, I bought you with a sandwich. With a sandwich, yes. You know, friends don't lie to each other. So now's your time to redeem yourself. You're awfully wise for a 6-year-old. I tell people I am multi-talented, and I say it with conviction because I believe if I believe it, then others will too. But it's not the truth. Exactly. But you've been believing a lie all this time. I'm cold. Really? Oh, hi. Here. What's that? It's a blanket. My mum made it. You have a mother? Well, yes, don't you? I do. I don't remember her. Really? Thank you. Whatever for? For revealing something about you that is true. Enjoy the blanket. I feel beautiful. Then you are beautiful. Thank you. Are we friends now? Well, I think this constitutes a friendship, don't you? I have one thing to tell you. I long to be with my mother and father. The fox stole me from a garden. Please don't blame him, little one. I let the fox steal me because I mistook his polite banter for great friendship. But stealing's a bad thing, yes, dear one. But people very rarely do bad things with the intention of doing a bad thing. They merely do the bad thing because they mistake it for happiness. And for a time, I was happy. But I've learned it takes more than that to sustain a real partnership. I long to be back with my family. I long to be back in my garden. Then I shall take you, thank you. Do you know how to get there? I haven't a clue. Wait! We could get the fox to come and help. If you've no recollection of where you're from, as he stole you, maybe he could bring you back. It'll never work. What won't? Oh, you! Where have you come from? You're forgetting, Rose. You tamed me. We have a bond, you and I. And I gave it away. Now I've eaten my sandwich. I've got nothing left to remember you by. I'm sorry, Rose. We had a bond. And I threw you away in the hope of getting rich. And now All I am is poor. I'm hoping you forgive me and we can be rebonded again. Consider yourself forgiven. Huh? What happens now? Not so fast. We have a bond and we can do with that whatever we want. It's called living in a free world. I know what it is, you sanctimonious little bat. Surely you must know that you are closer to your home than you think. All you got to do is look around you and you will see beautiful roses. How could I have missed this? Because you were looking for something that you thought you didn't have. When all you had was to look inside your heart and you had it all along. Why? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Yes, I was coming to that. I'm scared. But why are you scared? You don't know the half of it, little one. It's very complicated. I'm afraid that I won't be recognised. I've come into contact with so many people. If I go back now, they'll never accept me. But surely you must see that all you need to do is be brave. The most important thing for you now is to be brave. And through bravery, you will find beauty. And if you find the beauty in yourself, then you will know that all it took was to do the right thing against the odds. Are you sure you're not 9, 10?
Why are you doing that?
Thank you.
When does the store finish?
She's gone. Oh no. What do we do now? I don't know.